If your woman cheats on you, or if you've caught her cheating, but you still love her and don't want to let go, watch this video. Women usually aren't the first gender to be associated with cheating. Indeed, a lot of women fly under the radar when it comes to cheating and getting caught. And this is because a lot of women are just not your usual suspect and tend to be very good at beating men at their own game. Needless to say, more often than not, when a woman cheats on you, it means that her heart has been gone for a very long time. Now hold that thought, because we'll be having major conversations about it. Welcome back. My name is Jessica. This is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So infidelity is difficult to handle, but if you truly want this woman, then you're going to have to follow a couple of steps that will work or get you towards reconciliation. Number one is to do introspection. Now, after you've been cheated on, the first step is evaluating the relationship and determining whether or not it's worth it to you to stay. You need to ask yourself certain questions to make this decision. Be as honest as possible with yourself as well. Has your girlfriend cheated in the past, for instance? For some, cheating is a compulsive behavior that happens again and again. If the problem is not about your relationship, but just due to the fact that she simply has issues with fidelity, the cheating may be easier to accept and get over. Another question you could ask is, why did your girlfriend cheat? Now, while some say cheating is cheating, end of story, the fact is that reasons behind fidelity could count a lot. A one-night purely physical slip-up may be far easier to forgive than a long-term affair which has your girlfriend becoming emotionally attached to someone else. What was the state of your relationship when the cheating occurred? If the relationship was in a rough patch and you knew your girlfriend was unhappy, cheating might also be easier to understand. Were you two taking each other for granted? Did she need emotional needs fulfilled outside the relationship? If so, can these problems be fixed, or should you sever ties? Asking yourself these important questions will help put things in perspective on how you should strategically proceed. Number two, you might want to learn about sexual compulsivity. So educating yourself on the factors that encourage cheating can make understanding and forgiving easier, right? If your girlfriend cheated on other partners, maybe you want to learn about sexual compulsion and its causes. Compulsive sexual behavior is a term applied to a wide variety of sexual activity that falls outside societal norms, including some forms of infidelity. Infidelity is usually considered a compulsive sexual behavior if it's a pattern of behavior that a person is engaged in without thought and at great personal risk. If your girlfriend has cheated on partners in the past, she may be doing so compulsively. Once you've had time to calm down, ask your girlfriend whether she feels like she has any control over her sexual urges and impulses, and if she gets any pleasure out of her sexual experiences. If the answer is no, she might have a disorder that requires psychiatric evaluation and treatment. Remember, not all cheating is compulsive. Your girlfriend could simply be polyamorous and want nothing to do with monogamy as well. Number three, reach out to others. Now, it can be difficult to sort through the emotional impact of cheating on your own, so you might want to reach out to friends and family to help talk through and better understand why things happened. Talk to friends and family members you trust, who you know will refrain from judgment. Tell them about what occurred, ask for emotional support. People may offer advice, but politely tell them you're merely trying to figure out your own feelings and don't necessarily need instructions on how to proceed. Don't be vindictive. It's okay to reach out to others, but don't tell your friend's mother, best friend, co-worker about your relationship issues. You want to tell this to people you had a relationship with before you got together with your girlfriend. Number four, consider whether an open relationship is for you. Now, some people are polyamorous. This means they struggle to stay with a single partner and may want someone open to seeking sex and romance outside a single relationship. If your woman falls into this category, consider whether or not you should handle or can handle an open relationship. Polyamorous and open relationships come in many forms. Some people merely seek out sexual relationships out of their boyfriend or girlfriend, while others may want to have multiple sexual romantic partners at the same time. So decide what form of an open relationship, if any, that you're comfortable with before pursuing one. On the other hand, if you're uncomfortable with the idea of an open relationship, pursuing one can be damaging to you. If you and your girlfriend have different ideas about monogamy, this may be a sign that you're not compatible in the long term. So how do you interact with your girlfriend going forward? Now, before I go any further to discuss the topic at hand, let me just quickly mention, if you're out there and you want to have a one-on-one private video call with me, it's completely possible. Simply sign on to my Patreon. Go to patreon.com/JessicaOS and let's have an exciting conversation. And if you're not a member of my channel, maybe it's time for you to join as well. Because beyond all the relationship content that I share, I also have some exclusive videos that I launch on the channel from time to time. Check them out in the members only playlist right here on the channel. Back to the video. So how do you interact with your girlfriend going forward? Number one, give each other space. If you just found out that your girlfriend is cheating, you're probably very emotional. Give each other some space in the wake of the revelation so you both have some time alone to think. Use this time to reflect. What are you absolutely not willing to give up in a romantic relationship? Where would you be willing to change? Figure out your own wants and needs so you can address these the next time you see each other. Have an open, honest talk. Number two. Now, you need to discuss what happened with your girlfriend, whether you decide to work things out or not. An open and honest talk is important for closure. Listen when your girlfriend talks, even if it's hard. Try to avoid coming off as only trying to get your point across and not trying to understand her behavior. Ask meaningful questions. What issues cause conflict between you and your girlfriend? What causes disappointment, pain? What kinds of things make you happy, helped you feel connected? How would you like communication to be different between you and her should you decide to proceed? Questions like that. Number three, be respectful. Now, this will be a painful decision for both of you, and you need to converse in a civil, productive manner. So speak politely. Take turns speaking and try not to dwell on a topic for too long. Prepare to change yourself if necessary. While this doesn't mean that infidelity was your fault, it does mean if you're interested in salvaging things, you might need to make adjustments on your end. You need to understand why your girlfriend cheated, even if it may be painful to confront. There may have been something wrong with the relationship itself. And you and your girlfriend need to find certain shared goals for your relationship, which might mean that you always have to change the way you do things. Change takes time. You have to realize, even if you're willing to make certain changes, things will feel different at first. And it takes time and commitment to heal a damaged relationship. Number four, make a decision about the relationship's future. Ultimately, you need to decide whether or not you can forgive the cheating and move on. If your girlfriend has different sexual desires or a different sexual appetite, the two of you may simply not be compatible. If you firmly believe in monogamy, for instance, and your girlfriend wants an open relationship, it's also probably time to move on. Boredom is another factor that leads to relationships ending. So discovering new things about your partner is vital to a long-lasting relationship. But if you've both stopped growing during the course of your romance, it's a sign that things are simply not working anymore. Lack of continued interest and personal growth are both signs a relationship does not have a future. Conversely, if you and your girlfriend are able to find a place where both of you feel happy and comfortable without compromising anyone's vital needs, you may be able to continue in this relationship. However, move forward knowing that tension and lack of trust will be major issues after infidelity. It will take a long time for things to heal or feel normal again. In conclusion, let's wrap up this video. If you decide to do this, I think you need to get tested for STDs. Number two, I think it's important you can see a therapist, see a therapist together as a couple. If you want the relationship to continue after infidelity, build a new relationship. After cheating, the relationship will definitely not be the same. Both you and your girlfriend need to work on forming a new relationship together. Infidelity will underlie every argument for a while, and you need to be able to consciously move past any bitterness that you both may feel. Obsessing over an affair is toxic to a healthy relationship. Try to see things from a positive perspective. While the early innocence and trust is gone, you and your girlfriend have survived a major setback and are still functioning as a couple. This shows that your relationship has some grounding, it's strong, and now you have the opportunity to build a new, healthier relationship together. Now remember guys, it's definitely not going to be easy to move on. It's going to take a lot of commitment, not just from you, but from her as well. And if you don't have her 100% buy-in, then maybe this isn't going to be worth it anyway. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video with someone else. And turn on notifications so you get notified every single time I post. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you again soon.